I take pride in the fact that we've been able to create a business out of nothing, and especially, the machinery that we've been able to develop and use in the business is something pretty satisfying about that. Especially when we get to the point of if the customers are actually here and they can see the factory, pretty much the excitement level goes up quite a few notches. When they realise it's actually made here in New Zealand, in Christchurch, that whole process is pretty special. Well, my name's John Wyma, and we've been running the business of CRONZ for around about 20 years, or just over 20 years. And my sister was importing rugs and carpet, so she had mentioned one day that she would be able to sell rugs made in New Zealand if she had a New Zealand supplier, but there was no New Zealand supplier of New Zealand made rugs at the time. We ventured off to Melbourne, because that's the carpet capital of Australia, so we'll find out about what you've got to do to make a rug. And we came back with a hand tufting gun, so we brought a little hand tufting gun back, and my sister managed to get 1 or 2 rugs for us through her business to, custom made rugs to make. But we didn't take too long to see that we think we could probably do this quite well. We could see straight away we needed to develop a business that was going to service the high-end market, because the commodity product was just, everybody could do it. There's a lot of imported product already coming in back then, and we decided that we needed to be in a niche market. So we've created this little niche for ourselves in New Zealand. I pretty quickly decided that I wasn't going to stand on a hand tufting gun for the rest of my days, so we started to look into developing some machinery that we could do it with. So that started off with a gun mounted on a rack, on a rail that we could push along by hand. From there, decided that we could maybe develop an automatic machine that could do it. Yeah, over the years we built 3 machines. The first one a bit more basic, but the latter 2 that you've seen in the factory just out there that are fully CNC controlled, so controlled by the computer, which has been, a real godsend in terms of just having the machinery that suits our style of manufacturing that we can do within New Zealand, rather than buying an imported machine that suited the European style of manufacturing, what they do there. We, being the Kiwis that we are, we built machines that could suit our style of manufacturing, what we wanted to do with them. So I spent many long evenings and weekends just trial and error, nutting it out, trying to figure out how to get it to go the way I wanted it to go. First machine, I think it probably took maybe 12 months to build it and get it actually running. The next machine was probably an 18-month effort, because it was a whole nother level. So there was a lot of programming stuff I had to learn, a bit of electrical stuff that I hadn't done before as well. The third machine was a lot quicker, probably a 6-month turnaround. They were just built as we had time in between the manufacturing. The customers have responded really well in terms of the process. Susanna has been just absolutely amazing in terms of dealing with the customer. She's got just a really nice, easy, quiet way with the customers. And as far as materials, there's lots of choice of materials. Of course, our number one, our staple go-to material is New Zealand wool. And that can either be in a form of a felted yarn, which is made here in Christchurch. There's a company here in Christchurch that does the big thick, like the sample I showed you before, the thicker felted yarn. And then there's the more fine spun yarns that are still in New Zealand wool yarn, but they're more suitable for the carpet, like the green carpet that we saw out there. We've considered taking it offshore once or twice, but not for very long. You lose control over your quality for a start. You think maybe you can have some control over it, but you do lose control over your quality once it goes offshore. It's really pretty hard to maintain it. So for us, it's everything in terms of being able to do it here. And I enjoy the design side of the business, so I enjoy, when we get the opportunity to design new product. The day-to-day manufacturing it's okay, I don't mind it, but it's sort of my favourite thing is to do development work on the machines, that sort of thing, which we do have plans to do over the next few years. Is just to keep developing. So that side of the business is what I enjoy, and that's what what motivates me in the day. All my years in business, I've always been involved in manufacturing in one form or another. So, the engineering days were manufacturing as well. And I just love the process and enjoy the manufacturing process. And especially in this process where Helen, my wife's been able to be involved as well, involved with the customers. So, yeah, it's been a good journey, to get through to this point where we're now well established and well known in New Zealand. So it's good.